First, Azam, welcome to the show.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm glad you're here. I'm doing good. And
Thank you so much for having me.
my pleasure. Tell me about yourself and your uniqueness in empowering Project Shivom.
Well, thank you so much for the show. It's been a great run, having blockchain and exponential technology in the front end, and you as the front runner in order to deliver that to the community. Well, a little bit about me. I did work in financial industry and technology, exponential technologies, and social impact. And when I heard about Shivam and the project that was actually kind of like solving the problem of healthcare and genomic industry, I was really excited by. And when I was asked to join, I said yes, sure, and why not? So the Shivam project is actually powering the next era of genomic through the blockchain technology by protecting the identity, personalizing healthcare, transforming lives. So the blockchain-based genomics and the marketplace that we're going to be creating, the healthcare platform, will allow the transition to value-based precision healthcare, which is the major problem these days. And our focus is going to be on transformational convergence of technologies, AI technologies, machine learning, actually using technology as kind of like a catalyst in order to enable secure and personalized medicine with global scalability. And we know that blockchain is the perfect fit for it, as we know that it's a great platform in order to store, manage, and secure the data. And on the other side, we're enabling and giving that kind of like rights and power to individuals, donors, and people to hold to their identity and control it, monetizing and managing it through this marketplace.
Okay, let's drill down into that part. How is that taking place for the common person so that they can get a grip on it? And then I also have a question for you about how it's going to change medicine. But let's
Right.
start with the mechanics of it.
Well, for example, there are companies right now that are using or they're available right now in order to sequence your DNA. So you can sequence your DNA through those companies like 23andMe, Illumina, by buying a kit, which is I think around like $120, and nobody can afford that. It's just in order to see what kind of heritage they're coming from, like their ancestors and so forth. And then you kind of like send your samples, saliva samples, to that company, and they sequence it for you, and then they send back the information of, for example, the percentages of your ancestors. But then they're going to be holding to that information, and you're not going to have any kind of like power or any control over what that information is going to be used further on that front. And there's been studies done that they even don't know what they do with that information. On the other side, there's only I believe millions of people have their DNA sequenced, and it's only in the European side and mostly Western Americans, but not on the other side of the globe, which would be India. So we have secured 60 million people of India in order to sequence their DNA. So it is a great platform for us in order to have a holistic view over the healthcare. We know that every person is unique, and that uniqueness comes with their DNA. That DNA is your identity. And if we can get a very secure way in order to study that DNA, it actually expands the healthcare. It expands the vision of us in order to look at the healthcare, the personalized medicine, the precision medicine, how we develop drugs, how we develop medicine, how we look at the individuals or certain allergies or certain way that actually each disease is being cured. So it is very critical for the world, or even for the industry itself, in order to find a way. And I believe that blockchain would be the first. And we were the first movers in the industry. We had a very successful ICO, initial coin offering. Our crowd sale was the fastest, I believe, We were sold out under 15 seconds. We reached our hard cap, and now we are in the process of distributing the tokens, and also the core team is working on a product development.
Azam, let me jump into the conversation here for a second. How much was it? Is that the number that's on your website? 35 million.
35 million, yes.
Nice. All right, let me jump back in with another question. I was watching a show last night, and they were talking about exactly what you're doing right now. Granted, it was a television show, but they were talking about being able to take the DNA and blockchain and be able to use it to prevent medicine or as a preventative fashion so that the diseases can be stopped prior to developing, and thereby reducing the amount of time that you need to spend with your doctor, because you have all this preventative medicine that you can say, start taking this drug now before, because you're prone, your DNA shows you're prone to these types of diseases. How far are we away from actually being able to reduce the need for doctors and just use preventative medicine based on the blockchain and the AI that's involved with the DNA sequencing?
Well, with the technology, rather than blockchain and machine learning and AI that we have, I think we're far away, given the fact that this is a very highly regulated industry, and the players are kind of like monopolists in this. Right? We have pharmaceutical companies, we have insurance companies, we have drug companies that are kind of like, holding the information and the power. And the fact that if we can break that kind of centralization through a decentralized platform, which is blockchain, giving that, kind of like separating all these like forces and getting to the point that, yes, we can use machine learning, AI, faster than anything in order to study and sequence the DNA and learn more that within the 5 years, yes, you're going to be probably prone to some, genomic disease or cancer or so forth, just because of your, ancestors, and just like the composer of your DNA. Right. I think it would be pretty much crucial for the world that we live in. But currently, right now, without I believe blockchain, we are in a very long term in order to reach that goal.
That means we've got about a minute left. You talked about monetizing your DNA.
Right.
Hit that one for me.
So you're going to be sequencing your DNA, and after that, you're going to be given that information on an encrypted key. So you hold the information. It's anonymous. It's on blockchain. And then you would decide if you, for example, want to donate it to a research lab or, other companies out there in order to study that for you through this marketplace that we have created. And every time that you donate it, based on the information and based on the product and based on the research that is being actually done, you would be kind of like given a token. And each token of Shivom, which is OMX, so one Ethereum is 7K OMX, 7,000 OMX. So based on what the research is going to be, you're going to be kind of like rewarded by that token. So you can also earn money from donating your DNA, and it's kind of like an incentivized platform for our donors, and also given the fact that there's too much for you if you want to get involved and help the precision medicine and all these research to get done.
Azam, we've run out of time, but I want to thank you for being on the show, and I'll be calling you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Michael. Have a great day.
You too. Azam Shaghaghi, Director of PR and Head of Strategy at Project Shivom, SHIVOM.io. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with Keith Hamilton, CEO of Mehi Medical.